Still unable to comply. 2 aluminum, 2 carbon fiber, 2 mechanical. Got the aluminum. Got the mechanical. I'm short the carbon fiber. Yep, no carbon fiber. All right, I won't worry about it. Let's finish repairing stuff for a bit. Cannot reach? Is that what's going on? Yeah, it is in an odd spot. Unable to apply, cannot reach, wall damaged. All right, let's fly back out to here and try to do it from here. Give this another go. There he goes. Gonna hold Atmo now. Guess we'll find out. To get those turbos installed. Nah, the doors are closed. So, we turned on the oxygen alarm, then we activated the oxygen pump and set it to auto, and it knows to pressurize to 22 kPa on the oxygen, the green number. I don't have a sensor on the nitrogen, so I'm just running the pump currently. I'm going to let it run until it gets up to 70 or 80. Yeah, it's tough in this view to know for sure. Green indicator on this door is a telltale, but that one's a little tougher. 55, 57. Okay, there we go. 6622. We're good. Take the hat off again. Yeah, so that's what these turbo pumps are for. Replace these standard pumps with the turbo so we can get the pressure equalized faster. The Atmo. Or I'll sell them. Standard air pumps? That one's turbo, but that one's standard? How did I manage that? Turbo. Oh, never mind. I think I clicked on the pump here instead of the turbo pump there. All right, so they are both turbo. All right, let's go order. Now I'm gonna need to go check the time again. I've lost track of the time. How long we got? 5 minutes ETA. Let's just get in the base. Cross velocity's still pretty locked in. Bearings really good and solid, so let's just advance time. Get this done. All right, screwed things up a fair bit. Never maneuver when you're at a 16x times setting. Always a terrible idea. All right. Somehow we managed a slingshot backwards. How the hell did I manage that? That's weird. There's no possible way I could have done that. The ship would have instantly pancaked me and turned me into mush on the wall if we were doing that speed, and then all of a sudden we are in reverse in twice the amount. I have no idea what happened there. That was weird. Let's try this again. Alright. Final adjustments. Somehow managed to pile up more cross velocity. That shaved off. Get the bearing back on target. Alright, so right on bearing. Cross velocity's good. Got up. Back to the comm screen. Hail! K-leg. Docking, please. This other Yahoo is causing problems. I think I need to restart. I'm getting a lot of weirdness in the simulation. A lot of delays, a lot of odd hitches. Okay. Pick the speed back up. Yeah. Don't make me shut that thing off. Oops. We bumped it before we grappled. All right. What a mess. Well, that was an adventure. Getting holed by a micrometeorite on the way back. I wonder if they have system safeguards in place for when you're doing your first playthrough and you're walking through the tutorial steps and you're floating towards your first target and your ship gets holed by a micrometeor. I'm pretty sure the tutorial doesn't handle that scenario and tell you how to fix the problem. All right, things to take care of. We don't have a bunch of PDAs and data cards to worry about this time. Personal inventory, I got to get rid of some junk. Guess we'll use this one for the junk storage for now. All right, I think everything else that's down here is going away. I haven't decided if I want to install the turbos or not. They're a bit overkill for this ship. They're not worth all that much either, even fully restored. Value didn't change in the slightest. Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay. Input 1 to that alarm there. Auto. So, turbo pump control panel has a turbo button. Slow, reverse, and turbo speed. And this one I don't have a sensor for yet. If I remember, I'll try to remember to buy a CO2 sensor. Or a nitrogen sensor, I mean. Okay. Got my 2 spares. Guess those are for sale. Just want to make sure everything's in the cargo barter zone. Think we're good. Personal gear, got my hat, got all of our tools. Charge is at 91, 95. That's really the only two that matter. Oh, that's another component. Now I think we're good. This thing fit on a clip point? Guess not. That can be a little unwieldy. All right, I think we're good. So wall sections, a few floor sections to make sure I can get that stuff done. We'll sell stuff right out of the boxes. So let's go there first. Guess I should go to the black market first. It seems universally true so far in my experience that the black market prices are always better if they're willing to buy it from you. What happened to my character yesterday? Got relegated to the I want to start over bin. Okay, sell. Main cargo. Whole lot of not wanted. Not one single thing. Okay, buy list. What you got? Ooh, he's got a Hydra. Only 36 grand for the Hydra. Nothing. Character needs about the same as they were before. Don't need furniture. We kind of need food, but we can eat at the other place. Back to the port. Yeah, not uncommon when I'm playing these kinds of games, when I'm first learning and playing, for me to restart pretty regularly. When I get enough playtime in to feel like I've got a better handle on the basics and stuff, I get the itch to do it over again. Plus, I wanted a cleaner run that I could send over to my YouTube audience. There's a whole lot of, I don't know what the hell I'm doing in yesterday's stream. Not that I'm too much better off in this one. But yeah, I could explain things better and understand and get the game processing a little better. We're ahead of the curve from where we were yesterday, even though we've had some pretty poor ships. We've only had one or two that have been half decent. We haven't had a really good one yet. All right, main cargo. Yep, you can have both of those. Tack knife, yes. Crowbar, pressure suit. No. Only 3,200 for the lance. I thought it was going to be much better than that. Condition must be low. Want the damage pressure suit. My katana is trashed. Yeah, we got to work on that katana too. Keeping all that. All right, done there. I don't think they'll buy anything beyond what we already sold. Oh, they will take the suit. All right, more power to you. Don't think there's anything new we need on the list here. Only thing I was thinking of is maybe the Pro Toolbox. Maybe not. We've got the best tools now. We've got chargers and batteries in various places. We've got the EVA suit. I don't remember if I have a full pressure suit helmet combo. I wanted to keep one of these, a set of these in reserve. I have to go check. Yeah, I don't see anything new I want there. All right, so let's go get something at the street food vendor. What you got? I'll have some Szechuan beef with pink peppercorn, please. Not to my barter zone. One quantity. Eat not hungry. Fine, I'll hold on to it for now. All right, let me go back and take a look around. Oh, that battery charger. All right, come on back. We'll see if we can fix it up and then ditch it. Nope, that guy's fine. He's tucked away in a save file. Aziz Barber was just clamoring for some game time. He forced me to start playing a new run. All right. Fixed up. Still not worth anything. Was this the one that I was gonna... Oh yeah, that's the charging station for the EVA batteries. Man, that thing's large. Huh. That's obnoxiously large. The batteries last so long, I don't think I can afford to keep this. I wish you could like rent storage in the facility. I'd like a locker somewhere, just a room. Maybe I could just move into a place, but if you get caught modifying anything, you get in trouble. So I don't know if it's possible to like pick a back room where there's usually no traffic and use it as a storage area. But this thing's so cheap, it's probably not worth it anyway. It's the same as the kiosk up here. It's the same as that right there. I can use that for free. I have yet to spend so much time out in the black that I came close to depleting the battery. So I think we got to get rid of that. But otherwise, we've cleaned up our primary cargo, gotten rid of the side items, got the pumps swapped out for turbo versions so we can process the gases faster. I'd like to get a second battery. Last run I put a second battery here, but I discovered that you can't operate over the batteries, so I couldn't get to this corner to repair things with the battery right here. So I can't walk onto the battery space. I didn't have room with the battery here. I couldn't reach these back tiles. So. Oh yeah, I can modify this any way I want. I could strip everything down. I could go buy some floor plates and I could say, all right, let's build floor out from this point down to here and across and then back up to here, and then fill it all in with floor, then go around the outer edge and put walls in, then break a doorway through a wall here, and then the gases would bleed into the new compartment, and then we could use it for cargo. So you can do anything you want. This whole thing can be completely modified, stripped down, adjusted however I'd like. I don't have enough money for that right now, though. I need to go get another cash influx. We spent a bunch of money getting all the tool upgrades and the EVA suit and so on. So we're at a point where I just need to go score a decent salvage or two so we can get our cash supply back up. That last trip had a few bumps in the road. Some bad ships and then a micrometeorite strike blasting a hole in my hull and depressurizing me. Which I did greatly enjoy. That was a good time. Oh yeah, we can go out to a wreck and we can strip plates. The problem with doing that way is they're all damaged. Almost all of them completely. So I can do it that way. We'll do that eventually. Don't worry. We're getting to that point. We're going to be working very soon on ship expansion. So I'll go find a big Hulk and we'll give the orders commands to just tell it to uninstall like a 10 by 10 or a 20 by 20 square grid of deck plates. And then we'll haul them all back to our ship here and start working on expansions. I just haven't quite gotten to that stage yet. I want to build up a nest egg of about 100,000 before I embark on those kinds of things. But we're about maxed out on the tools, so we've got that done. We've got really good multipliers on everything between our characters' skills down here. I made sure during character creation that we picked up a lot of the engineering stuff, so electrical, mechanical, and civil. There's still a couple others, though, in spaceship. There's robot, and there's, I think, one other engineering category. And each of these categories applies bonuses to those multipliers on how effective you are when you're working with different kinds of equipment. Plus, we've got the laser lance tool, which is the top of the line, and so on. So we're in a good shape there. We got a good suit. We need to do some repairs. I think I'm just going to sit here and let the thing do repairs for a little bit. And I might tell it to do the outer repairs first. Just to make sure we get that done. And, yeah, get this ship fixed up a bit so it's not quite so fragile. And then we'll take off. We've got enough money that I'm not worried about paying for the next rent payment. So we have our mortgage of $862,000. Oh, we had a late payment. Oh, shit. We had multiple late payments. God damn it. That's annoying. There goes a ton of our money. Okay. I guess I need to prepay some of this stuff. But yeah, so we got stuff going on. Yeah, I'm just gonna let them 16x do repairs. We'll go ahead and say orders, repair. Let's do walls. Everything he can get to wall-wise. Let's try to get this stuff done. Primarily the exterior walls. So if we have another micrometeorite strike, hopefully it doesn't penetrate. Alright, that'll be good enough for the moment. Auto task. 16x. Unpause. Go to work, dude. These can't reach because of things. Where are you off to, dude? You're repairing things in my apartment? What the hell? Auto task off. What are you doing, fool? What was that nonsense? You're gonna get me in trouble. Can I not reach all these positions? I do have a bunch of equipment in front of a lot of them. I'm betting I can't reach them from the interior. All right, let's get them back here. I need to test this. All right, so restore wall. What the hell? So if I can reach it. Yeah, I don't know what that nonsense was. That was weird. Oh, I know. I'm aware. Love the way these colors keep changing briefly. I think he's back to generalized repair now. Yeah, this one I'm pretty sure he can't reach. Wrong part. Not quite what I'm wanting. Tasks. So let's cancel all these real quick. There was nothing left on his task list. Ah, there was. Hiding at the top. Next time we're on the float, I'll hop out in EVA and we'll take care of those wall sections we couldn't get to. Man, even at 20x, that takes forever. Alright, looking quite a bit better. Repair 4.0. Really? He restored the katana? Burn an angle grinder battery. Doesn't seem to be using the laser torch that much. Like maybe only one of the functions actually burns battery power. I'm gonna go flip that proximity switch off every time I come to base. I keep forgetting to turn it off. Can't believe none of these are above 1%. Just how much do you have to do? Yeah, one of these runs I'll have to take the 18-year-old and just jump straight in. No adventures. No improving yourself. Take the first ship they give you. Or even, well, I have to do the adventure to get the free one. I wouldn't mind the prox alarms, but they reset... Oops. They reset my, my timer. They drop me back to 1x. Oh, took you off auto task. Looking pretty good. That one's a little scary red over there. Why does it look like the thruster assembly is dark red, but it's full condition? Huh. Oh, I know. I know I can turn it off. That's not the worry. It's the remembering to turn it back on is the problem. It's just constant. Closing in on the final repairs here on the interior. Ah, that thruster's weird. This one looks okay. Well, that's funny. This one's completely peak condition and it's bright red. This one's like 80% condition and white. Oh, never mind. We are damaged. That's weird. So when I point at it here, it does say damaged in brackets, but it shows the full bar, so I didn't think it was actually busted. That's why we've been having a problem thrusting. I mentioned, I think the micrometeorite did damage to this thruster also. Good to know. Auto task finished. What's it take to get this thing repaired? Motor, parts, mechanical. Maybe I'll just buy another one. Oliverson RCS thruster assembly. Pretty straightforward. We can find some on the other ships. Alright, give them a little time to clean up our airlock. I think we're pretty good.